guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mindy. This is See Mindy Mom, and I am actually on day 8 of a 10-day challenge, and that is something I've been doing here and there whenever I want to just take a short amount of time, something that does not seem overwhelming to me, 10 days, and focus on just 1 or 2 healthy habits. I don't mean completely overhauling my schedule with impossible workouts or overhauling my entire way of eating, but just focus on 1 or 2 things, whether that's get more water in, whether that's get more steps in, or focus on something nutritional. For me, this time around, it's been just focusing on tracking my food and staying within my caloric goal of 1,700 calories a day. That is a small deficit, and I am working on losing just a few pounds to kind of get back into the lower end of my maintenance range where I feel most comfortable at. I know that it is total vanity weight, but it's something that I have to be aware of. Otherwise, it just kind of spirals out of control, or at least that has been the pattern in my life. So I have in the past filmed the first 5 days and then the second 5 days and then kind of given a wrap up. And during the first 5 days, I just filmed one day. I filmed what I eat in a day, and I said, I'll film the second 5 days for you guys. And then I'll be honest, I just kind of forgot. Not that I wasn't still doing the challenge and tracking my calories and stuff, but I just didn't pick up the phone and film stuff for you. And it was a couple of days, I think it was yesterday, day 7, when I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to have been filming at least what I'm eating. And so I thought, that's okay. I'll just start tomorrow, the last 3 days, and I'll film what I'm eating, and I'll chat a little bit, and I'll get that posted. But I'm actually sitting at the pharmacy right now because unfortunately my oldest has been diagnosed with strep. So I'm going to be home with her a lot in the next couple of days, and I do not know, I don't know how much I'm going to film. I try not to film a ton around my kids, especially when I'm talking about weight loss or calories or any kind of restriction. I just don't really want that to be, not that I'm ashamed of that myself, but they're kids. And I've already noticed that they pick up on some of my behaviors. Like they like to step on my scale. They even talked about smart points and how many smart points they get whenever I was doing Weight Watchers. And quite honestly, I just don't want my kids to be in that frame of mind. I want them, and we try to encourage healthy habits, eating fruits and vegetables and only having treats some of the time and stuff like that, and getting activity into our day. We try to encourage that in a positive manner, and I just don't like the idea of them hearing me constantly talk about, here's how many calories this is, and here's how many I have left for the day and stuff. Doing that around dinner time when they're at home, they're not really within earshot of me. They're usually already working on their plate, but having an entire day at home with my kids where they're hearing me talk about that constantly, it's just not something I want to start doing. So anyway, I still am going to try to get some footage where I can. At the very least, I can snap some pictures and do some voiceovers and stuff for you guys and just show you what I'm eating. Today, I've just had grits and I've had coffee. You've seen how I make my grits before. I just make 1 serving of grits according to the package directions, and it's just like the canister grits. It's 130 calories, and then I add a little bit of cream cheese and a little bit of shredded cheese to them, and that's it. And I have my coffee usually with a little Premier Protein and some sweetener. So that's all I've had so far today. I'll try to get some snapshots of other stuff that we're having. I'm making some potato soup in the crock pot tonight. You'll see that on my What's for Dinner, but I'll just try to at least get some pictures and maybe check in with you guys a little bit over the next few days. But it's going well. I'm feeling good, and I'm glad that they caught my daughter's sickness very early. She's going to be fine, but we've got to get her on some antibiotics, and she's got to stay home from school for a couple days because, as you guys probably know about strep, it's got kind of a long contagion window, so she really needs to be kind of out of school for 48 hours till those antibiotics kick in. But check in later. I've got some stuff in the fridge that I'm trying to use up, so today I thought I'd make like a little burrito bowl kind of. So I made some beans in the crock pot last week. I had frozen some and then gotten some out to use the past couple days. So I'm just using half a cup of those beans, and I'm going to mash them just a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of sour cream, I think 2 tablespoons, and 2 tablespoons of this queso jar cheese that we often have on hand. I will stir that all together and just kind of incorporate it, make sure that it's all combined. And then I'm going to top it with 2 ounces of shredded chicken breast and pop it into the microwave. It's going to make just a nice little, like, I don't know if dip is the right word, but just kind of a concoction there. And then I'm going to measure out 1 serving of these Good Thins corn crackers that have been in my pantry for far too long and need to be used up. I like these because they're even crunchier than chips.
And that one serving was a lot. So I'll use the chips and kind of dip into the bean and chicken mixture that I made. And I just made some green beans in the microwave, steam in the bag with a little breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese and salt and pepper so I could have a veggie on the side. I also came back a few minutes later because I forgot the salsa.
Hey you guys, I'm out taking a walk and it's actually misting a little bit, so I'm sorry if the camera gets kind of cloudy or little rain droplets or something. I didn't realize that it was because it doesn't look like it looking out the window. It's just kind of a gray, cloudy day. But I thought I would take this opportunity to hop on here and tell you guys, confess that I have not worked out in this 10-day challenge. I have not been to the gym and I have not gone for any jogs. Actually, the day before I started, I jogged 3 miles. I basically jogged like a 5K. And last week, I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, you know, I think I'd rather put my earbuds in and go walk a couple miles and listen to some podcasts and stuff. And I did that several times. There were several times whenever I was like, nah, I just really want to go for a walk. And what I've noticed is that there were a few days when normally I would have only gotten 5,000 or 6,000 steps, you know, but I've kind of gone out for that extra walk instead and I've improved my steps. And it made me remember too that back when I lost the 25 pounds 3 years ago, I did not work out. All I did was walk and focus on my nutrition. So I think that that's really the key. I think we get in this mindset of thinking that we have to do both. And you know, that was where I would run into trouble and just get overwhelmed and have this lifestyle that was not sustainable for me. So I'm sure I'll get back to the gym here in the next few weeks. I've been going about once a week and get back to jogging while the weather permits. But for whatever reason, I've just been enjoying my walks.
For dinner, we had this zuppa toscana, which you will have seen in my grocery haul and what's for dinner video that recently posted. I topped it with a little bit of cheese, and while I was making it, I enjoyed a glass of wine. And then I just had a small, like 50-calorie candy treat after dinner, and I went to bed, and that was it for my day, you guys. So it was a good day, and I came in at my calorie goal of 1,700 calories.
Hey you guys, it is Tuesday. It is a cold, dreary day. Ruthie and I have been at home. She's doing much better. She can go back to school tomorrow. But we had to stay at home one more day. So this morning I had some butter coffee. That's where I make my coffee with butter and half and a little sweetener. I had peanut butter toast. We've been trying to eat up leftovers and use up all the open packages and stuff of things over the last couple days. And today, because I will do a big grocery run tomorrow, and so I had leftover chili for lunch, and now I am snacking on some of these peanut puffs, which came from Aldi, and I have only seen these in Aldi around this time of year. It's October, so I had one serving of them left. They're 150 calories. They sell something like this. They're called Bamba Puffs or Bamba Puffs or whatever at Trader Joe's. I like these better, so I was excited to see these, but I'll probably snack on those while I am just running kids around to various and sundry activities. I also plan to have some yogurt. I tried the Siggy's yogurt that I've seen in a lot of people's hauls and a lot of like Instagram and stuff, and I really, really liked it, so I'll be buying that again, and I have one left, so I'm going to eat that probably later. And then tonight, I don't know what I'll have, but again, it'll probably be like leftovers from last night, or maybe a salad, or just, you know, something that we have sitting around, because we try to be good stewards of what we have and use it up if we can. I am just sitting in the car getting ready to go get the children because even though we managed our walk this morning, it's cold and rainy out, so I've got to go actually pick them up from school. But that's what's been going on today. I've done a lot of work on the computer. I've done a lot of work on my household chores and stuff I would normally do later in the week while I've been home these 2 days, because I'll have to play catch up running my errands and at work the next 2 days since I was home. And that's what's going on today. It's going pretty well. I feel like I don't have a lot to report, so this is just kind of the end of this 10-day challenge, and I think it's going all right. We'll see. Hey you guys, it's Wednesday. I'm sitting outside of work. It is very cold, so I'm sorry if you hear the heat going still in my car. It is 38 degrees. It is blustery and rainy. It's just one of those kinds of fall days. I just got to work. I'm running a little late today. Not that bad, because I went to the grocery store this morning for breakfast. it was slim pickings because we were out of fruit, we were out of eggs, we were out of milk, we were out of bread. So I managed to find like one tiny little piece of the grass-fed cheese I bought last week that I liked. I had 1 ounce of that. I had an ounce of cashews, and I made myself some butter coffee. That was breakfast. It was pretty slim pickings, but I did go to the store, so we're kind of restocked on some stuff now. On my way into work, I stopped by Panera. Since it is such a cold, blustery day, I picked up some broccoli cheddar soup. I'm actually kind of surprised now that I'm counting calories. Stuff isn't as many calories as I thought it would be for the bowl size, not even the cup size, which would be like the you pick 2 size, but the bowl size, it's like 360 calories for a bowl of broccoli cheddar soup, and several of the other soups are real reasonable. That actually might be one of the highest ones. I am kind of disappointed though because I did not get a baguette with it. It used to be that you could get an apple and a baguette, but now it's either or, I guess. I used to choose an apple as my side, but they would always throw a baguette in, but they didn't. So I just have the apple. So I might go, I don't know, I might raid the snack cupboards and see if I can find some crackers or something to throw in my soup. I packed some stuff for dinner, just stuff I can eat quick and for snacks because it's going to be real busy. And I have just a very short amount of time between when kids choir is over and we're all cleaned up and when adult choir starts. So I just packed like a sandwich and some carrots, a banana, some yogurt. I really like that Siggy's yogurt. I think I'm going to be buying that from now on. And even after plugging all that in, I still have like 360 calories left for the day, which is great. So I still have room for a few treats or for those snack cabinet crackers I'm gonna down to have in my soup. But that's where I am, so it's going really well. And this is day 10. This is my last day. Again, I've just been getting my steps. I did hop on the treadmill for a few minutes yesterday since it was raining yesterday also. I'm not usually worried about getting enough steps and enough activity on a Wednesday because I'm so busy with work and with teaching the children, and then helping clean up and set up for choir and stuff. And I work in a very large church, so just walking from my office like to the rooms that we use for rehearsal, just walking back and forth and up and down the halls and back and forth to different offices to see people and check on stuff, I get plenty of steps for the day. So that's where I am. Everything's good. I'm feeling good, and hopefully I'll be able to check in with you guys at least one more time before the end of today and just tell you how it's going. Ruthie's better. She's at school. She's great. I enjoyed my few days at home, but now I've had to kind of play catch up this morning and then tomorrow when I would have been out running errands yesterday and Monday while the kids were in school. So check in later.